Okay, it's November 18th. What you're looking at is a disassembled David Bradley disc. These, the disc blades are at every juncture, and these cylinder areas here are sleeved with those pieces of pipe, and that way when you put grease in it, it doesn't take an ocean of grease to fill up the cylinder. It just goes on the outer perimeter of that sleeve and keeps your disc greased. This one's actually in pretty good shape. You can see there's rust, but not a lot of pitting. And the frame has got lots of rust, but it's not really pitted that bad. Actually, the only real rough place on this disc were the blades. Now look, here are what they call the disc bolts that runs inside the frame, and the disc blades between the spacers this is what's running inside and holding it all together. They're actually in really good shape. But I wanted you to see this. This disc is, I believe, from the 1940s, and you can see the disc blade, the edge of it is rusted away. Like I said in my last video, this is a 12-inch disc blade, and I can get this at Agri Supply in Raleigh. So that's what my plan is. Over here are the two spacers, and those were really pitted bad. I don't know why those would be pitted worse than the frame, but a while ago I tried to see if it would clean up, and I don't know if you can see my finger in that hole there. So I'm gonna have to get me some pipe and try to cut two fresh ones of those. I just hope I can get a good clean cut, because it needs to be square. What's really interesting, if you look over here, these are little cups that go in each one of those cylinders. It helps hold the grease in so dirt doesn't get around the grease. And when you tighten the bolt, the blades tighten against these cups, and it keeps everything sealed. Very simple and very effective, because you saw how clean those bolts were, those long bolts. So, this technology is still basically how discs are made and used today. It hasn't changed. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, David Bradley back in the 1940s was doing it right, and then people have been copying it ever since. But again, I just wanted to give y'all an opportunity to see one of my projects before I got started. This one again is not in bad shape, other than the disc blades. And let's see, they are stacked. There's 8 of them. And you can see another one that the edge of the blade is real rough. And they are very, very sharp, even rusty. Just pulling this around in the yard by hand, it was wanting to dig up clumps because it was so sharp it was going into the ground. But I'll keep these blades, but I will go ahead and get new blades at Agri Supply maybe on Monday. It just depends what all I am able to do. I do like to get everything together though before I start you know, sanding things down, or you know, going over them with the wire brush wheel. But anyhow, I hope you have a good Thanksgiving, and I'll let you see what this looks like when it's done. Take care.